Hi, this is Tom and Shelley with the Empower Network and the 1010 Formula Team.
Hi. Hey, I've been reading about storytelling, and that's what I want to talk about.
Okay, what does storytelling have to do with marketing, though?
Wow, good question. It's almost as though we had that rehearsed.
Almost. It's almost.
All of the great marketers are great storytellers. Being able to tell a good story actually will help your audience to identify with you as a person. And there are some great tips and tricks that you can use in storytelling. For instance, always have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Most people think that's a pretty duh kind of statement, but if you think about it, your story needs all of those aspects to be complete so that people can identify with you.
Sometimes we overlook the simple things
That's
of
true.
an equation, and when we hear something simple like that, it needs a beginning, and a middle, and an end. Like Tom says, it's like duh. But I bet there's plenty of examples out there that don't have all the components.
Oh, absolutely. Here's another one that's very often overlooked. Tell the truth. I mean, you would think that that would be fairly obvious, but when you're telling your story, just tell it like it is. Is the old axiom. Tell it like it is. So tell the truth when you tell your story. Look around and think about your life, and I'll bet you that you have a great story to tell. Here's a simple exercise you can do if you don't think you have a story. Take a blank sheet of paper, write your name in the middle of that sheet of paper.
Then what?
Then around the edges, around the peripheral of that, write the names of your family members, friends, work acquaintances, relatives, all those kinds of things. And then draw a line from your name to each of those people. Think of a story or an incident that happened between you and that person, or a time you were with that person. And that will help you to sketch out your own stories. All those little pieces of the puzzle come together to become part of your story.
Okay, then what do I do with my story?
Then you want to tell your story.
Uh,
Very important to tell your story.
So construct your story truthfully, then tell your story.
Absolutely.
And I do want to comment on the truthfully part. A lot of people think, well, my life is boring. I don't have a story, so they need to embellish or ad lib. But you don't. You do have a story in you. And it does appeal to people. It's not boring. There's people out there that are waiting to hear your story.
That's right. The world is waiting to hear your story. So tell it.
Tell it anywhere and everywhere.
Absolutely. And if you don't believe that storytelling has a place in marketing, I just have two words for you.
What's that?
Walt Disney. Enough said.
Enough said. He made gabillions.
Absolutely.
Doing what? Telling stories.
Telling stories.
So, there is how telling stories is important to marketing.
And that's no story.
So,
notice how I kind of worked that right in
yeah.
there? That's no story. Yeah.
So,
We'll see you on the inside.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.